how reliable and enforceable is the ceasefire agreement declared by US President Donald Trump between India and Pakistan?
Greetings to you and thanks for having me. Today, the US President Donald Trump announced that India and Pakistan have agreed to ceasefire immediately, as reported by Reuters. And also, President Trump said also, following in the US talks, it pleases me to announce that Pakistan and India have agreed cessation of fighting immediately, and also the US Foreign Secretary has urged Pakistan and India to find means to de-escalate the tension between Islamabad and New Delhi. And the US Secretary said on the that Marco Rubio have already talked with the Pakistani counterpart and to start a negotiation between the two parties in order to to avoid more escalations and conflicts in the future.
So when Pakistan vowed retaliation for Islamabad and announced the readiness to launch a military campaign against India, in light of these developments, what has been the United States' role in mediating this conflict, and how effective is its influence currently?
The effectiveness of the US role in the region on the levels of India and Pakistan is quite strong, as the United States has a great and close ties with Pakistan, and also the same thing with India. Therefore, the United States made such a step that considered a great step following 4 days of confrontations between India and Pakistan. Surely there are casualties in lives and infrastructures, along with great number of wounded from both sides. As I indicated previously, based on these strong relations between America and India and Pakistan is helping through the meeting to be held in the upcoming Monday to have some sort of a result that should be speedy to end such a crisis.
So, sir, if the ceasefire collapses and hostilities reignite, what could be the regional and global repercussions?
The repercussions regionally and internationally, as such mediation did not come as it is, but supported by other 30 countries in order to calm the conflict between the two rivals. As we all know that both sides have nuclear heads, and the other countries are very much concerned to exacerbate the issues between Islamabad and New Delhi in order for both parties to use the nuclear powers. So this is why the United States fast-tracked the come and de-escalate the tensions between the two rivals and to have full restraint. by India and Pakistan in order to have an end such a crisis positively.
Now, sir, shedding light on Kashmir, which has been the starting point of this escalation, how are the current events taking place in Kashmir affecting the possibility for de-escalation?
Certainly, as we know, that the issue of Kashmir is a long-standing issue between Pakistan and India. And of course, it's crossing the borders between India and Pakistan, and they have exchange of fires, and both sides accuses each other as a terrorist element into the Pakistan and vice versa. As in the past, there are problems on the borders between the two sides. This is one in one hand, and on the other hand, this issue has started as India threatened to cut the Indus River and waters into Pakistan. And as we own that there is a treaty through which India wanted to rule out and violate this treaty.
Yes, sir. Sorry for cutting in due to the shortage of time. From Islamabad, that was the political analyst, Ibrahim Hamdan. Thank you so much for joining us here on Q News.